Yes, sir, we back again. We back for another video, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We at the University of California, Berkeley, you know what I'm saying? We have to turn it up a notch. No offense to UMD, because that's my alma mater, but we have to turn it up. So today, you know what I'm saying, we at Berkeley, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a feel for what the Berkeley students got to say. Peace, show them the campus, bro. It's giving intellectual, it's giving intellect. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do, we're gonna ask students some questions today. Today we gonna be talking about God and science. We're gonna figure out whether or not it's mutually exclusive, see what students got to say about the topic. But before that, Pete, we gotta go undercover. I gotta fit in with the students, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my glasses on, you know what I'm saying? I got to do it, but I need some Cal gear. You feel me? So we about to go undercover into the student building, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna get out there and we're gonna ask them the questions. Pete, let's go. Let's get it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, is it a mask? You gotta wear a mask inside, Pete? All right, bro, stay close. Let's get money. Where did Cuz say to go?
I don't know.
Shout out Reese. Shout out Reese. Shout out Niecy. Butterfly locks on fleek. Go ahead, butterfly locks. The butterfly locks going crazy. Bro, were those butterfly locks? All my ladies, were those butterflies or knowledge braids? Bro, Pete, I feel like I'm not fitting in, bro. I'm not fitting in. Yo, people already looking at me, son. I need to get this gear quick. Did you see Cuz looking at me, bro? People are staring at me. Yeah, I need this gear ASAP. I might have to get sweatpants. Just be normal, be normal. Where do we freaking go, bro? Bro, be normal, bro. Good Samaritan type. Yes, Sirski. You know what time it is, bruh. I'm officially. So you see Berkeley student. Pete, let him see that joint, bruh. I'm saying, University of California, Berkeley. Dad, bro, tell me I don't look like a student. Come on, bruh. What's the mascot? What's the mascot for the school? Is it Bears? It's Bears? Not bad. Hey, go Bears. Go Bears, bro. You feel me? Go Bears. Go Bears, bro. They think I'm from here. It's time to get to the dirty work, bro. Come on. So today, all right, bro. Today, bro, we got two signs. We're doing a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? I got two signs. Show them the signs, P. God and science are not mutually exclusive. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And we got science needs God to make sense. Change my mind. So we're gonna see Berkeley, you know what I'm saying? I know you got high SAT scores. I know you got high GPAs. So we're gonna see, you know what I'm saying, who's gonna change my mind today? Who's gonna prove to me that God and science are mutually exclusive? I don't know. You feel me? So we're gonna post up, pick a spot, and we're gonna see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens. Where do you think this is good? Let me post up here. Okay. This is where the journey begins. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and see. We're gonna see what heads say to them. See what heads. Bro, you gonna change my mind, bro? Yeah, you're not gonna change my life? It's okay, bro. Change my mind, change my life. Y'all about to change my life? Change my mind, change my life, bro?
Nah, bro, I respect it though.
Okay, all right, it's cool, it's cool. Either everybody here is a hardcore believer in God, or heads just hate talking. About to change my mind? Change my mind, sister?
No, that's facts.
Oh, it's facts? Yes, man, it's facts. That's facts. She said it's facts. Nothing to change. Nothing to change about it. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Berkeley students, ding, +1. Okay, got a +1. Gosh, we good. Wait, cool it, bro. About to talk about it, bro? Oh, not looking. You looking away, bro. Talk? Oh, not the look. The look away, though? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't look away. Don't look away from me. Man, the look away is dangerous, bro. It hurts in the inside, bro. I stand. Do they see my Berkeley shirt? This is how Berkeley treats its own students. Yo, okay, bro, we good. Bro, we gotta stay the course. The way people look at me like a whole alien, dog. Talk about it? Let's talk about it?
No, I agree with you.
Oh, you agree with me?
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Love it. Why do you agree?
Because there's some things that you just cannot explain.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you look at science macroscopically, and you just keep zooming out.
100%.
Like, there's just things that, like, you cannot.
So we zoom up, we gonna zoom all the way to heaven.
No.
Zoom all the way to heaven.
No, for real, yeah. No, it makes sense.
Cool. Opinion? Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Oh, thumbs up. Okay, +4. Wow, so I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. I'm getting mad thumbs up. I'm getting, like, you know what I'm saying, head nods. Nobody wants to talk to me, though. What's up, man? You got an opinion, bro? Come on, bro. Don't run away from me. I don't bite most of the time. Thoughts?
Oh, hey.
She's been on, like, all day today.
What's your thoughts?
What do you mean exclusive?
Huh?
What does it mean by like exclusive?
Mutually exclusive. So I mean, when I say mutually exclusive, I'm saying that you can have both. Like you can believe in science and believe in God. It's not one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
100%. +4, man.
I feel like.
Yeah.
God made science for us to.
Bruh, God made science, right? For us to explore. I feel like believing in God maybe is additional motivation to explore science.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? I think that the argument is like, I think oftentimes they're pitted against each other.
Yeah.
When I think in actuality, you can't have both. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a believer in God and still a believer in science. You know what I'm saying? To some degree.
I'm not from here, so I'm just walking around.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you don't go to school here?
No, I just do street performances.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do go to school here, as you can see by my shirt. You agree?
Yeah.
Yes. Why do you agree?
Well,
Not my side. Yeah, why do you agree?
So I just came from running to turn a midterm.
No,
But
bro, no worries. You're good.
yeah,
You're
I
good.
think like from studying the Bible from a scholarly perspective, I think obviously like faith is an element for sure, but and also the condition of your heart, like while you're doing it. But from studying the Bible from a scholarly perspective, I've seen like actually a lot of science catches up to what the Bible says.
Facts.
I mean like,
And even when it comes to faith, like I think, like not all faith is blind faith, right? Like we can believe because of evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like we can have faith because of evidence. You know what I mean? So,
and you could have faith in something even without evidence too. Like I mean, even the concept of like the universe being made from nothing is like you got a lot of faith to believe that. And like there's actually a scripture in like one of the scriptures that Paul said where he's like you put up with it easily enough.
Yeah.
You know the Bible talks about dinosaurs before dinosaurs were even discovered.
For where?
Yeah, it's the Hebrew word was behemoth.
Okay.
It's like Job 40 or something like that. And if you look into what it says like it had a tail of a cedar tree and it swayed back and forth. And then it said like.
You heard it here first, bro.
Yeah, dinosaur remains weren't even found until like the 1800s, 1865. But like Job, being the oldest book of the Bible, like 1,300 BC or something like that, it talks about like specifically a dinosaur called the sauropod. It's like a herbivore dinosaur, and like all these different things like the water cycle, like even mental health, like a lot of the stuff in it is just like
it's in there. It's in there.
But
I just gotta give it a chance. I think it's just oftentimes it's just assumed that like the moment you throw religion to it, that it's all blind. Like there's no element of evidence. There's no like, bro, you can actually study the Bible. You can study it historical, the claims that it makes, a number of the claims that it makes. So like, I'm a firm believer in God, but simultaneously do believe like in good science. I just don't think that all science is good science. I think some science is bad science, and some of the science that's pushed out there is a little biased. If I do say so myself. But yeah.
You're a student here?
What do you think based on my shirt?
Yeah? Oh, your dad?
You feel me?
What?
So I would say my son. You know what I'm saying? My unborn son goes here. You know what I'm saying? My unborn.
I was like, black don't crack.
My unborn son goes here.
That's so funny.
So,
yeah. What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron. Luong.
Luong?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What you think, man? What you think, man?
What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that I don't think that God and science are mutually exclusive. I don't think it's like a one or the other type of affair. Like you can't have like God and then science on the other side. Like I think you can be a believer.
Believe in both?
Yeah, I believe in God and also believe in science. Yeah. What about you?
I say I'm the same.
Okay.
I believe in a higher power. I don't fault people for not believing what I believe in. But
Okay, sure.
I also do believe in science. And
Okay. So you believe in a higher power? Like to what extent do you believe in a higher power?
Yeah, I think there are some things that are out of our control.
Okay.
And I think that there's some things that can't be explained with science. And
Okay.
I believe
Anything in
that-
particular, or just like things that you've seen over time?
I'd say like I can say more of like my own personal experiences.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Whether it's like luck or like miracles. Like I don't think there's that science can explain that, but I put my belief in a higher power for that sort of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think that science is really just making observations about the world around us. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who believes in God, like I kind of see science. That's kind of a motivation to like uncover science a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I see it is that if God created this universe, you know what I'm saying, that me going into science is me essentially just investigating how he created the world the way that he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there is like, it's like, I think that's fruitful. I think that's beneficial. I think that's enlightening. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So yeah, for sure. What's your name, bro?
Zach.
Zach Aaron, bro.
Nice to meet you.
And you got thoughts? Got thoughts? No thoughts, bro? I know you got thoughts, man. You're a Berkeley student. Y'all think about everything. When I say y'all, I meant we. We think about everything here at Berkeley. Bro, Pete, I don't think they see my shirt, bro. Get into my shirt. They don't see my shirt, bro. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. What you think? What you think, man?
Look, all I can say is that
Yeah.
there's no evidence to prove God is real, but there's no evidence to prove he's not real.
So you said
either.
there's no evidence to prove God is real?
But there's no evidence to prove he's not real.
What makes you say there's no evidence to prove God's real? What type of evidence? What kind of evidence would we need to prove that God's real?
Well, I would have to meet him in person to see.
You would have to meet him? Okay, what about gravity? Have you ever met gravity in person? Do you believe in gravity?
But it's a theory.
Huh? Yeah, gravity is a theory, but it's also a reality though, right? Like for example, like, wait. The whole point of science is just to observe the world around us. Like, we can call and place names on whatever it is, but at the end of the day, like, the existence of gravity is not just a theory, like it's an actual thing that's observed and like we test. It's a thing that a lot of people make like science and God like, okay, you can have one but you can't have the other. But I think in actuality, you actually do need, like if you are actually a believer in science and like good science and like following evidence where it leads, then I think that would lead you to believe in a God. That's my belief. Okay, Pete, maybe if I smile, but let's talk about it. Bro, you're standing there, bro. You gotta get, bro. Come on, man. Anytime there's a design that communicates a message, there's a designer.
You know what it's meant about, like snowflakes.
What type of natural, have you ever seen a natural force?
It's a very deep philosophical question.
How much would you say that you believe in chance? Do you think you can guess the number in my head right now?
Only people who can consider chance at all are those who are lucky.
Help me.